Hey people, Inquisitor 53, Khatrin Purification Plant, Blue Team. Rostam is an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee combat but can get specialized ranged gear. Alongside Sneery Thug is a force commander of regular offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. We got some Blood Angels elite scheme. And rounding off the blue team here, ggdg Zill is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense and disruption, fighting mainly in melee combat. We got the Black Legion elite scheme. Red team then, Sekiro is a Farseer, support hero that fights in melee combat. Great buffs, debuffs and control abilities. Alongside Casca, maybe it's Saska. I'm going to say Casca, but they've Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. And isn't that a delightful colour scheme for these orcs? Rounded off the teams, Phase 2 Producer is a brother captain, a very durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, bringing powerful disruption and support from the front line, fighting in melee combat. Smacking up an Inquisitor here, she's already used her Hammer of the Witches, we've got a strike squad up. We have a Sentinel, all that good stuff. She's chasing down the Stormtroopers but misses that special. Wonder how naughty this Inquisitor's been to have the Ordo Malleus after her, eh? On the west side, Farseer pushing through against some heretics. Where's the Chaos Lord? Oh, reviving the Force Commander went down first engagement. I guess there was too much dagger to the face bits. Are these guys going for a decap? Nope. Just taking some cover from the Kommando while they shoot down some shooter boys. Almost got them too, look at that. Not sure why they weren't retreated earlier. They're going to be mobbed if they're not careful. Yeah, need to retreat, fellas. East side, double strike squad now for phase 2. Brother captain proving to be difficult to get rid of. He might go down though. Think he's going to go down. Rostam trying to force melee combat as he retreats. 6 hit points, 4. They got it surely. Yes, they do. Almost got away, that guy. And now here comes strike squad. Moves in for the stomp. Does a sentinel. But oh, completely misses it. Waited way too long for that stomp, and now strike squad in melee with those special attacks, wrecking some guardsmen. I think these guys are going to wipe. All because of that missed stomp. Would have been very different without it, and they should have retreated as soon as they missed that stomp, I think. Strike squad these days, of course, as a more generalized melee unit with some support abilities, able to get that special attack off immediately without an upgrade. Farseer poking the Chaos Lord with her sword. I think she does around 30 DPS. I mean, it's not terrible, and she can guide herself for a bit more. Chaos Lord's getting quite low here. Kommando shooting him. That twin link shooter does good work, and down goes the Chaos Lord. Well into level 2 already though, this guy. 488, 429 very early on. Down goes the Farseer. Force Commander gets the kill. Stabs her in the sternum and can get a revive here. Is that going to level them? Yep, they're level to 2 off that. And Iron Halo in, as you can see there. Giving an energy shield. My mouse is freaking out. There we go, it's working. Oh, the Sentinel went down. Strike squad able to deal with it. These guys got pretty low though. Look at this. Lucky to have 2 models. And the brother captain's still down. Could get a revive from the Kommando. Okay, Space Marines getting a decap there for Zill. And now Tactical Marines trying to forward cap this wreck point. The grenade from the scouts, I think they hit themselves with it a bit. We have a crossbow bolt pistol from the Inquisitor. Can help lock down the brother captain. He can't suppress that guy, but crippling volley will keep it in place. Also stops the strike squad from just running through and chopping up the guardsmen now that the Sentinel's gone. Purgation on the field with incinerators. Can suppress targets with those flamer weapons. There's the crippling volley. Stops them getting any closer, and a Hammer of the Witches for the Kommando. But the captain goes straight into battle. Smacking up the Inquisitor. He starts with a 30 DPS power melee weapon, the brother captain. Tons of Daka here. Good pressure, maybe overextended a little bit. Sneery Thug, I don't think. I only lost a single Marine, that wasn't too bad. West side is blue for now. Heretics with an aspiring champion. Getting shot at a lot. They're not moving right now. Zill has forgotten about these poor guys. They run away. Where are the CSM? Where's the Chaos Lord? Oh, it was must have been watching the Chaos Lord there. Was harassing some orcs. So, Straight onto the power is phase 2. And Rostam has basically no way to stop this. Needs some help from Sneery Thug. We do have scouts here. They're getting shotguns, already have a grenade. That's a good target for a grenade right there. Inquisitor gets into cover, provided by the remains of the Sentinel, and gets some shots in. Crippling volley is not you. He can just retreat out of it, so those guys get out of there. Okay, dealt with it. He's saying there's no way they can stop it, and they stopped it. Just with shootiness. Brother Captain, no war gear for this guy. Meanwhile, west side is turning red. A revive for Casca's Commander Knob gets up to level 3. Farseer is still level 1. Going for another Banshee squad out here late in tier 1. Not often you see that. We do have the Rangers too. These guys got a cost reduction in 293. Got their Pathfinder gear. Went up slightly in cost to compensate for that, I believe. Or was it the other way around? I think that's right. I think the Rangers are slightly cheaper and the Pathfinder gear was up to 20 power, I think. Tier 2s. Zill the first to go. Also have Rostam going tier 2, looking for that quick Bane Wolf maybe, or a Chimera up to pressure phase 2. Purgation can get anti-vehicle weapons. They can get kind of anti-everything silencers. I'm not sure why they call them silencers and not Psy Cannons. But they can get silencers and also get that conversion beamer, of course. 461 to 348. Zill, not quite alone, although I'm not sure where the tactical marines are. One of them's in retreat and one of them's making their way up. Force commander's dealt with. In fact, he's going to go down on retreat there. Chaos Lord's still nice and healthy. Got double CSM alongside him. Not sure what those shooter boys were doing. They got very close. Banshee should be dealt with here, with the aspect of strength, and the others are idle right now. On the power again is phase 2. This time getting the incinerators in there to actually bash some stuff. What are they doing? We've got some cross-side purgation. There we go. They got it done. Not sure what that fellow was doing. Chaos Lord goes down. Been quite sloppy with their heroes, Sneery Thug and Zill. Lost them a couple of times here, perhaps needlessly. You know, just some straight up shootiness to the face. We'd expect to be able to retreat in time. They're not being like ambushed and flanked and stuff. 419 to 348. Scouts looking for something to grenade, but they're taking shots from a Commando. Look at the damage his default shooter does. That's pretty damn good. Eats a shotgun blast now. Scouts infiltrate themselves, but they're shooting, so they are being spotted, and they lose a model. Tactical Marines getting flanked. Way out in the open there. Force Commander gets level 3 on the floor. Looks like they got the cap on the power phase 2. Up to triple guardsman for Rostam. Not sure how much red it is to drop a Bane Wolf, but they might just go Chimera here with plasma guns and stuff. Bane Wolf is typically quite good on these maps where you have this relatively isolated kind of resource lane. Just push down it and bash the power. Watch out for the double, of course. We have double bloodletters for Zill. Drops the heretics, though. Gonna need some more to worship these guys. They are power melee demons, and they can phase out of reality, as you see here. They take no damage, but they can also not cap or attack while they're in this state. Can't be knocked over too. And they are tearing through the Banshees. They do get away, barely, I think. Are they going to teleport after them? No, they're teleporting back here. And they should tear through the shooters, even though they're quite low. Stun bomb was missed. Needed to hit that stun bomb. Can't suppress demons. Have no concept of courage. Looters on the field here with that death gun from Casca, having a good time shooting stuff. It does look really fun to shoot that gun. Got a good grip on it. And it's shaking all over the place. Bloodletters get in using their phase shift. Rangers trying to get shots. Haven't noticed much kinetic pulsing, but I'm sure it's happened on the screen and stuff. CSM continued the pressure, but it's kind of run out of steam there, the blue team. Able to hold their ground relatively well, even You know, just Orks and Eldar are not exactly known for their ability to destabilize on a contested VP super well, like Space Marines and Imperial Guard and stuff can. Or even, you know, Chaos with their shrines can do pretty well. Sluggers here getting caught. They did get the power arc and they knowed it. Plasma guns up here for Rostam's guardsmen. Only one of them. And we do see a Bane Wolf. There it is. Unique to the Inquisitor, has this big old chem cannon on the top that can dissolve structures pretty damn well. Good damage to infantry, and it can snare stuff. Here we go. These guys do have their silencers. Again, why are they called silencers and not side cannons? As far as I know, silencers are not anti-vehicle weapons in the lore. I don't think they are. I could be wrong. Maybe they totally are. But they should be side cannons, I think. Give some consistency with the interceptor side cannons, you know. But they got rid of this with some help from Sneery Thug. Got a Thunderhammer Force Commander, Artificer, and the Iron Halo, so it's nice and tanky. Librarians up. And this is a bad place for the Bane Wolf to be, you know. Should go back here and bash the powers, showing the rear armor. Silencers are setting up, and look at the damage. Unnecessary damage taken there by the Bane Wolf, sorry. Red team continue to hold the western side, and Zill still didn't get any heretics up to worship the Bloodletters, but they have gone tier 3. Death Dread here for Casca, quite a late Death Dread, but can still do some work against those Bloodletters for sure. Double Banshees running in alongside the Farseer, that's pretty cool. Does she have the Spirit Stones? Nope, no war gear for the Farseer actually. I didn't even see Guide go up there. Maybe it's on cooldown. They did a good job getting rid of the CSM for sure. Bloodletters giving them a good fight though. Those guys having to run. Yeah, there's not much they can do against the Death Dread. Might need some... Oh, they got a rocket launcher, missile launcher, sorry. But a cost reduction in 293. And we have plasma gun tax as well. Meanwhile, east side, Bane Wolf continues to be a big problem for phase 2. They are fighting 2 players here as well, by the way. Gonna get a full power bash. Bane Wolf typically levels up quite well because it's bashing gens all by itself. There are those missile tacticals. Librarian doesn't have any war gear, but starts off with some cool abilities anyway. And power bash on the other side too. If you're going to leave your teammate alone to get bashed and 2v1, you better do it on the other side as well. Better do something. Tier 3 for Rostam. Tier 3 also for Sekiro. Chaos Lord levels to 4. Got the Armor of the Inferno. Here it comes. That should be a pretty good hit. Very good hit from Let the Galaxy Burn. And these guys are just standing in the fire. Look at that damage. These guys continue to stand in the fire. Some unnecessary losses there for Casca. They did steal this bunker over here. Can be stolen back though. Because you need to get inside of it and like write your name on the wall or something. Thunderhammer Force Commander's had enough of these silencers making all this noise. And gets them out of there. Plasma Gun Guardsman. Tearing through the strike squad. There's the banishment. But didn't really phase them that much. Especially if you have a Chimera support and stuff. But they are getting torn up there. Look at this. Left them in play way too long, phase 2. Plasma Guns hurt, even if Guardsmen are firing them, you know. Don't underestimate those fellas. And there's Crippling Volley for the Brother Captain. She's going into melee, is she? Oh, we have the new Unending Purge for the Brother Captain. Gives him a little health, little bit of heal on hit. And also gives him some energy regen. I think it works on his ranged attacks too. But it's like 0.75%, isn't it? Yeah. It's not a huge amount, but helps him sustain himself in the field. Level 3 Farseer. Using Fleet. Giving plus, I think it's +3 speed, Fleet. But it does lower the damage you do. Was enough to kill that fella. Bane Wolf is pretty low. Doesn't seem to be getting repairs very often. These guys concentrated on the shooting. Banishment goes in again. Some special attacks as well. Stayed in a little bit long there, Rostam, and loses a squad. Those guys were fully upgraded with Commissar and Sergeant. Oh, maybe they didn't have the plasma gun. But still, Shouldn't have lost that squad there. Should have got out of there quicker. As soon as that banishment went off. Leave. The Bane Wolf does leave. Khatrin on the way now for Rostam. Maybe we'll see some more plasma guns. Death Dread still stomping around having fun. And a Fire Prism on the way for Sekiro. Plasma Cannon Devastators for Sneery Thug. Still nothing else up for Zill. They've struggled to get something out in Tier 3. They got like Power Bash just as Tier 3 came around for Zill. There's Let the Galaxy Burn again. Hits one of the Banshees, and here's Malignant Blindness. Global ability of the Chaos Lord, reducing weapon range and sight range. So almost nothing for the entire enemy team. It's pretty good to set up pushes with. Bloodletter's doing a good job here, but that is a Death Dread they're fighting. One of them phases out. Big kaboom from the Kommando. Sends stuff flying. Has his special shooter too. Basically an Orky shotgun, which is every bit as fun as it sounds. These guys with a beamy now. Not sure why they have a beamy. Did any of these guys get a vehicle at some point? I don't think so. Death Dread's going to go down. Not without a last hurrah against those Plasma Cannon devs. He couldn't get a model though. Poor Death Dread. This is Commandos coming in from Casca. There they are. Sneaky Orks with some nice tricks. They can disrupt like crazy and throw a burner bomb there. Nobleader also gets a nice rocket launcher. Faster capping trait as well. Holy crap, bunch of dead stuff here. But hey, it's Guardsmen. They be dying all the time. Finally, some heretics on the way for Zill. Phase 2 has made the decision to not get any Tier 2 units out and go Tier 3. And when you're being pressured by 2 players, as they were quite often there, can really slow you down. And they're taking so much power bashes from that Bane Wolf. Needed something else. The silencers are good, but they don't have the big bursts of damage that you often need to take out a vehicle. They just drive away, you know. That sustained DPS. Getting some good armor hits, but it does get away again. Brother Captain with a Nemesis Demon Hammer for Demolishing Strike. Not sure what that was for exactly. I guess you can run into the Guardsman and use it, but a little bit overkill. Usually you get that if you've got some dangerous melee squads on the field. It's not cheap. I think it's like 35 power, isn't it? Maybe even 40. There's the Excruciators now for the Inquisitor. She also has Liber Heresius. Brother Captain trying to get in. You see that heal on hit with his Storm Bolter there. Up goes the shield from Blessed Aegis. Down goes the shield from Blessed Aegis. Was slowed down significantly by the Bane Wolf. Look at the Inquisitor now tanking shots. Here we see those red tracers means that they've used rending for extra damage output against heroes. Plasma guns, where are ya? You have plasma guns on the Khatrin, but those guys are off the field. Got some more Khatrin now. Uh oh, that's an orbital. 100 to 348 on the VPs. I want to see what's happening on the west side, but people get mad when I pan away from nukes. So here we are. A bunch of them died, but some of them didn't. They lived. West side. Oh no! Missed another nuke over here. Looks like it was a pretty good one as well against Sekiro. Probably missed the better nuke, to be honest. Looks like the Fire Prism barely survived. Big old kaboom from the Kommando. It looks like such fun he's having. Don't know if he's interested in winning, just blowing things up. Chaos Lord is level 8 with those lightning claws now. What was that? Oh, it's a Fire Prism shot. Needs some repairs, but do they have anything to repair? Oh, they do have some Dire Avengers here. They tried to go for the kill, the Tactical Marines, but would have been really dicey. If they were knocked over by the Fire Prism and those Banshees ran in, could have been wiped. Phase 2 bemoaning the presence of the Bane Wolf. Been a pain in their ass. Here they are going for a, what I think is an ill-conceived flank here. Because we have so many plasmas. Look at this. Plasma on 2 Guardsmen and on 2 Khatrin. Not to mention the nasty control that the Inquisitor is doing right now. Not sure why they are trying to get in behind here. Double banishment goes in. It's not enough really to phase those guys, and plasma guns hurt. And here's a flank from the Chaos Lord. Vindicare Assassin's going to get caught here. So that's why they flanked around. They tried to get some rear armor hits with the Vindicare maybe on the Bane Wolf, but they were kind of ahead of the Vindicare a bit. And the Brother Captain did go down. Plasma guns hurt, it turns out. What's going on the west side? It's blue. 2-1, down to 100 VPs, though here's a Shrine of Khorne, spawning some bloodletters periodically that will fade and disappear over time. What's the Kommando doing? Just waiting for something to explode. Gets his wish, and where's he gone? There he is. He's alright. Force Commander level 9. Level 9 Chaos Lord. These two guys are very powerful melee heroes now, need to be dealt with. They don't have any suppression aside from the shooter boys. They do have some Seer Council now. Seer Council and double Banshees. Look at this. Surely Steel doesn't have Spirit Stones with Seer Council and double Banshees. That's like the perfect build to get it for. Chaos Lord getting stuck in now. So excited to come and fight stuff. And the Force Commander doing some good work. Shield is up. Battle Cry, I think, has been used. How is it being knocked over with the shield up here? Huh. They must have some... They must have ability knockback or something, the Seer Council? Is that right? That didn't seem right. I was not aware of that. Bane Wolf, nearly level 4, has done really well. Fire Prism barely alive again. Surely both of these guys will get level 10. Yeah, Chaos Lord already level 10. I believe at level 10, a hero does 33% more melee damage. So these Lightning Claws, if that's right, now doing 133 power melee DPS. Pretty nuts. Really good. Let the Galaxy burn again. That's... Oh. Rostam got nuked by the Orc from the look of the red. But looks like they got away. Looks like it was here, look. Some dead guardsmen and stuff. I don't think they lost anything. Oh, they lost one of their guardsmen. But here's the Plasma again. You can't win this fight, Strike Squad. And a rocket run now. Is he going to kill these guys? They're level 4. They might survive it. Yeah, they survive because they're level 4. Vindicare is still here. Inquisitor now has the Inferno pistol. I think they were doing some good work with the crossbow, bolt pistol, crippling volley stuff. I probably would have kept that. Level 8 Kommando. Farseer finally got some war gear. We have the rune armor for Psychic Storm. Here's a Chaos Predator tank now for Zill. Blue team still holding on to those 100. Oh, tried to set an ambush for the Inquisitor and it works. Vindicare stayed around while the Paladins came in and they got the kill. Paladins here unique to the Brother Captain with these heavy melee Nemesis Demon Hammers, and blue team retaking the west side. This is just asking for some AoE stuff. Look at this. Are we having a meeting over there? What's going on, fellas? Bloodletters being shot a lot. Dropping a model, but they do get a cap. Here comes the horde of Eldar power melee. And a singing spear for the Farseer. Going after the tank. You have a Land Raider Redeemer though for Sneery Thug, and we've seen what these things can do. Wow. That was nasty. But is Banshee's going to make it out? They got caught by an orbital, so I'm going to say probably no. In fact, they might both wipe here. So your council need to run. Knob Squad is up. Did both the Banshees wipe? They did. Wow, that was really painful for Sekiro. Really puzzled as to why they did not get Spirit Stones with that build. Might have saved them there. So it's a pretty big heal. Pretty big area as well. So plasma guns are plenty versus Paladins. Replace the guards when they lost just to get more plasma guns. Couldn't quite bring the Bane Wolf to bear there in terms of its snaring. I always forget what the ability is called. It's like Bilious Discharge from the Plague Champion. It's a big blob of slowy down green stuff. Also passively slows stuff down a bit with its shots. Going for the VP. Just got decapped, it seems, and the tactical marines took it back again. I hear an Eldritch on the Land Raider. Nothing really there to follow it up, though. And a Hell Fury dropped in by Rostam. The Bane Wolf is still around. Can it get the last shot? The Beamy Death Gun? It can't. It cannot get it. Look at this. Knob Squad being dealt with. We've seen this before. When you get double Bloodletters, level them up. These guys are both level 4, and they can tear knobs up. Really can. Is the Chaos Lord going to make it away? 1700 hit points isn't bad. Does get away. Maybe get the Menacing Visage to debuff stuff as well. 82 to 155, single cap here for red. Got another decap, did the Ordo Malleus fellas. Vindicator is just hanging out at base. Brother Captain here is level 6. Still plenty of plasma for Rostam. An Executioner Leman Russ perhaps will do pretty well here. Got to keep it away from the Paladins, of course. But they can slow them down and shoot them pretty good. Casca can getting too close to the wrath of their melee weapons. They're certainly defending that VP now. And it's a Mark of Pawn Chaos Predator for Zill. Land Raider gets repairs. Blue team looking pretty good here. And here's the Leman Russ for Rostam. Plasma Cannon shot. It's a good hit. Fire Prism's done pretty well as well. Here comes a D-Cannon. I want to see the new D-Cannon shots. Or rather, the old D-Cannon shot visual effects coming back. Trying to push through the mid. A smattering of Orks and some Paladins. Uh-oh. They're taking a lot of damage here. Inferno Pistol doing some work. And Judgment is up. And there's a bunch of Plasma Guns. Have they used their teleport already? Nope, there's a teleport away. They took so much damage there. They're still going into combat. They're trying to get close enough to use the Judgment. Or just shoot them to death and down go the Paladins. Overextended them greatly there, did phase 2. Grenades from the Khatrin. Really messing up the strike squad. Vindicator can't stand around and take shots either, needs to run away. Maybe, I think phase 2 should have come to the west side there. Lend their Paladins to this force. Tried to like go it alone through the mid and it really didn't work. They are behind now greatly. Leman Russ is going for the Executioner. There's a Knob Squad always in with a chance when you've got a fully upgraded Knob Squad, eh? Bloodletter's teleporting away from him this time. Taking out the D-Cannon is going to go down. I didn't even get to really see the visual effects. I think it was on the screen. But I was looking at those Orc knobs. What is this? It's an Inquisitor running for her life. Levels up to 6. She's alright. Yeah, red team really on the back foot. Sneery Thug now getting a Predator tank. Another good Plasma Cannon hit. They need a nuke back here or something. They do have them. They do have a couple of nukes ready. Knob Squad continue to be fierce. Continue to take hits though as well. We now have a Power Fist Force Commander. This got a cost reduction in 293. I think it's 150-50. It used to be 175-50. Going after that Fire Prism. Boom. Might take it out. Can they get their melee charge again? Veil of Time is still on. It's going to wear off though. There's the melee charge. Can they get the animation to proc? Can't quite do it. So close. Would have been a kill that last attack. 80 to 48 on the VPs. Very close, but I think the blue team have it. They have enough to see the game out, that's for sure. But nukes can change things. Here's one. But this is really the wrong place to do it, phase 2. Just taking out their frustration on these plasma. On this plasma-toting guardsman and Khatrin. But it should be used on the west side to try and break through. Or, you know, double the mid and use it there. Wraith Guard on the way for Sekiro. But I don't know if they're going to have time to make an impact here. You can hear the Executioner. Not a whole lot the Strike Squad can do about it. Going to go for the decap, but it's not going to work. Here's that Bane Wolf. There's that ability again, I don't know the name of. Vindicare trying to get shots in, but it's all alone. And Leman Russes are tough. 2-to-1 cap here. They're going to see it out. Nob Squad fighting to the end. The Bloodletters have been awesome. Oh, there's an Imperial Abyss. I think they got 2 really good nukes in this game, Zill. Almost got those knobs. Yep, the game is done. Solid comeback by the blue team. The Land Raider, the appearance of the Land Raider made a massive difference because it set up those huge losses for the Eldar here that we saw. And they lost all their melee units basically. In phase 2, I think skipping tier 2 was a bad idea. Tried to rush the Paladins, didn't quite pan out. And the plasma guns get it done, eh? Level 3 Casca, level 2 Casca, these guards on level 4, pumping out that damage. And a really good Bane Wolf too. Let's look at his heroes, end of the game. Level 6 Inquisitor. Switched to the Inferno Pistol for some extra DPS, did some good work. Level 10 Force Commander had the Thunderhammer and switched to the Power Fist, still chasing down that Fire Prism, which did survive the game. Did well. Level 10 Chaos Sword, of course, never did get an accessory. Level 5 Farseer. Surprised she did not get those Spirit Stones. Might have done better in several engagements if they did have it. Level 8 Kommando had a huge amount of fun blowing stuff up. And a level 7 Brother Captain. There you have it, guys. Big thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.